Good morning, children. Today we'll be learning about elimination method. That is, we have already learned how to substitute x for y or y for x and then solve linear equations. Now we are going to eliminate and solve the linear equations. So elimination, you must have heard about the elimination rounds and all in real TV programs, reality programs. So what we have is eliminate. Elimination means we are removing one. So the same thing is what we are going to do over here as well. We are going to do elimination round. Okay, so elimination method. How we will do elimination method, let us see. We will eliminate one variable first to get a linear equation in one variable. So we are going to eliminate one variable. So here see the first question. First question we have x and y. X plus y equal to 14 and x minus y equal to 4. So what we are going to do is we are going to eliminate. How can we eliminate one variable from this? That is what we are going to see here. Okay. So if you are going to eliminate, then you will get this. I'll take it as first equation and this is my second equation. Now you see here, children, I have 2 plus x will be 2x. I am going to add 1 plus 2. When I am adding, why I am adding is I can either add or I can subtract. If I add, I'll get x plus x, I'll get it as 2x, plus y and minus y will become 0, and this will be equal to 14 plus 4 will be 18. So I have eliminated y from here. When I get the equation, I'm getting it only in x. So what do I get? X equal to 18 by 2, that is equal to 9. Okay, now you can put this equation x equal to 9 in any of this. Okay, put x equal to 9. Earlier in substitution we were taking from first equation, then we are substituting in second equation. If we start from second equation, then we substitute in first equation. Here we just eliminate and whatever value we get, we put it in the other equation. That is, we put it as x minus y equal to 4. That is 9 minus x equal to 9, we are putting it in second equation. Second equation is small, or first equation, anywhere you can put it. So I put it as 9 minus y equal to 4. So you get y equal to 5. Okay. Now the same thing. You need not be doing it the same way. Suppose you are taking x plus y equal to 14. The same question if you are taking, and x minus y equal to 4. Now why, madam, why do we have to always subtract, or why do we have to always add? There is no such question. That is why I have selected this. Now if I do 1 minus 2, if I do 1 minus 2, then what will I get? X minus x. X and x will get cancelled. Plus y minus of minus y. Minus of minus y will become plus y. So you will get y minus of minus y is equal to 2y. So you will get here as 2y is equal to 14 minus 4, that is 10. Then you get y equal to 10 by 2, that is 5. See here, you got the same answer, y equal to 5. Now you put y equal to 5 in any of the equation. Y equal to 5 in 1 or in 2, anywhere you can put. Earlier I put in 2, so I'll put it in 1 here. So you get x plus 5 equal to 14, or x equal to 14 minus 5, that is equal to 9. Now let us see the similar way. So this is how we solve elimination. Okay. So now we have got, in both the cases, what we got, once we get the answer, we should write it as x comma y. We got it as 9 comma 5. So the answer is 9 comma 5. Now let us move on to the second one. X plus y equal to 5 and 2x minus y 3y equal to 4. Let us see the same thing. X plus y equal to 5 and 2x minus 3y equal to 4. Now what happens, children, if I put this as 1 and this as 2, now as I add or as I subtract, will anything go away? No, x minus 2x, nothing will happen. Y minus 3y, nothing will happen. So what do we do in this case? In the first case, we just added or we just subtracted. Here also we have to just add or we have to just subtract. But then two things should be alike. So how do we do it? What we can do is, we can make this x as 2x. How will we make this x as 2x? We can multiply throughout by 2. Or we can make this y as 3y by multiplying throughout by 3. Okay, now I'll multiply throughout by 2. You can try using 3 as well. So what will I get? 2 into equation 1, I will get it as 2 into x, 2x plus 2y equal to 10. So this becomes my third equation. Now what equations I'll take? I'll take the second equation and I'll take the third equation. Okay, because I have 2x and 2x here common. I have here 2x and 2x. So I'll take second equation and third equation. It's the same. Third equation is same equation of 1. Only thing we have multiplied with 2. It doesn't change. The equation doesn't change. Okay. You have learned that it is one and the same line. So now what I'll do is I'll do 2 minus 3. You can do 2 minus 3 or you can do 3 minus 2. Anyway. So 2x minus 2x it becomes 0. Minus 3y minus 2y you will get it as minus 5y. Equal to 4 minus 10 will be minus 6, isn't it? 4 minus 10 is minus 6. Now what you get? Y equal to minus 6 by minus 5, that is equal to 6 by 5. Now you can find out x plus y. Put in first equation, put in 1, you will get x plus y equal to 5, that is you will get it as x plus 6 by 5 equal to 5, or x is equal to 5 minus 6 by 5, that is 25 minus 6, you will get it as equal to 19 by 5. So the answer you will be getting will be 19 by 5 comma 6 by 5. As you do, check. Okay, I didn't work it out. I just worked it out here. So just check as you do it. Now I hope you have understood what is elimination. Similarly, you can see here the questions. 3x plus 4y equal to 10. So if you get here 3x plus 4y equal to 10. This is your exercise question, children. And the second equation is 2x minus 2y equal to 2. Now which one is easier for us? We have 4 and 2 here. So if the second equation, if you multiply by 2, you will get it as 4x minus 4y. So plus 4y and minus 4y you will get, and you can go ahead with it. Now children, as you solve, sometimes you will get, as when you solve, you will get an equation as earlier we had done, 9 equal to 9. If you get an equation like this, it means it is always true. It is always true. When you're solving during elimination in the second step, that is when you find the value of x, or when you're finding the value of y, both the x and y goes away, and then you get an equation like 9 equal to 9, or 3 equal to 3, or 4 equal to, that is a equation which is always true. It always means that there are infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solution. It just means that there are infinitely many solution. Now sometimes when you solve, you may get 0 equal to 7, which is not true. Always it is false, which is not true. It just means that when 0 equal to 7 is not true, it just means that the lines are parallel. That is, they are not going to meet. The lines are parallel. That is, only when you get this equal to 7 is not true, the lines are parallel. That is, only when you have two lines meeting at one point, when you have two lines meeting at one point, then you will get it as, you will get the x and y as one coordinate. Understood? Otherwise the answer will be coming like this. Now children, let us see the third question here. The third question is 3x minus 5y equal to 4. 3x minus 5y equal to 4. And 9x minus 2y equal to 7. Here again you can see 3 and 9. You can just multiply the first equation by 3. If you multiply the first equation whole throughout by 3, then you get 9x. 3x will become 9x and you can eliminate. Okay. So this is how you do it, children. Make one x or y same, and then you add or subtract and you eliminate them. Okay. This is elimination method. Now the question is, if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, then the fraction becomes 1. For that we need a fraction. So we take it as let the fraction be x by y. Now what do we get? It is given that if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, that is we are adding 1 to the numerator and we are subtracting 1 from the denominator. So it is given that when we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, we get the fraction as equal to 1. That is, when you cross multiply, what will you get? X plus 1 equal to y minus 1, or x minus y is equal to, this 1 goes to the other side, it becomes minus 2. So children will take this as the first equation. Okay, this as the first equation. Now what is the second thing given? Second sentence you read, it becomes half if we only add 1 to the denominator. That is, it is given that, again it is given, we add only 1 to the denominator. That is x by y is the fraction. We are adding only 1 to the denominator, then the fraction becomes half. Now if we cross multiply, we are going to cross multiply. When you cross multiply, then you will get 2x is equal to y plus 1, or 2x minus y is equal to 1. This is our second equation. Now we got two equations children, x minus y equal to minus 2 and 2x minus y equal to 1. We got these two equations. This is the first equation and this is the second equation. So getting into this equation is only the difficult thing. Here you have minus y and minus y. So if you just add, we have the same thing, minus y and minus y. When we have same thing, we can we can subtract, not adding, we can subtract. If we subtract x minus 2x, that will be minus x. Minus y, minus of minus y will become, minus of minus will become plus y. So y, minus y plus y will become 0. Minus 2, minus 1 will become minus 3. So x equal to 3 you will get. Then you can substitute back. X equal to 3, put x equal to 3 in 1. Whichever is smaller equation, we'll put in the smaller equation so that calculation becomes easier for us. 3 minus y equal to minus 2, minus y is equal to minus 2, minus 3, or y equal to 5. We get minus y equal to minus 5 or y equal to 5. So what is the value? 3, 5 is the solution. Solution is 3, 5. Okay, this is how we do it. Here it is given 5 years ago Noori was thrice as old as Sonu, and 10 years later Noori will be twice as old as Sonu. How old are Noori and Sonu? So let us first make the box for them. We have Noori here and we have Sonu. Let the present age. Let the present age of Noori be x and of Sonu be y. Then 5 years ago, what will be the age? It will be x minus 5 and y minus 5. Now what else is given? 10 years later is also given. So 10 years later. After 10 years it will be, now it is x means after 10 years it will be x plus 10 and this will be y plus 10. Now what is given? Noori's age. It is given 5 years ago, Noori's age was thrice old, thrice as old as Sonu. So what will you write? 5 years ago, what was the age of Noori? X minus 5. Noori's age was x minus 5. That is given as equal to thrice as old as Sonu. That is equal to 3 times the age of Sonu. Sonu's age was y minus 5, 5 years earlier. Now the second thing is given. So from first one we can make the equation x minus 5 is equal to 3y minus 15. So take y to the this side, you get x minus 3y equal to 5 will go to the other side, minus 15 plus 5. So you get x minus 3y is equal to minus 10. That is our first equation. Okay. Now we have to take the second sentence here. 10 years later, Noori will be twice as old as Sonu. Now, second equation I'll write by this side. You can write below. 10 years later, 10 years later, Noori will be twice as old as Sonu. So 10 years later, Noori's age is x plus 10. That will be equal to 2 times the age of Sonu, 2y plus 10. So what do we get here? X plus 10 is equal to 2y plus 20. So you get x minus 2y is equal to 10 will go to the other side, 20 minus 10. So you get x minus 2y equal to 10. This will be our second equation. We got two equations, x minus 3y equal to 10 and the other equation x minus 2y equal to 10. We can just subtract. When we subtract, x and x will get cancelled. 3 minus 3 plus 2y, that will be minus y equal to minus y equal to minus 20 or y equal to 20 you will get. You will get the age y as Sonu's present age as 20. Then you can substitute and then you can find the value of Noori as well. Okay. So in statement problems, the first thing is you form the linear equations. Forming the linear equations is very important. Once you form the linear equation, you can solve it using substitution method or using elimination method or anything. But forming the linear equation is very, very important. Now I have formed the linear equation for you. You will be doing it on your own. Now children, if I take this question, the sum of the digits of a two-digit number is 9. Let us just take sum of the digits of a two-digit number is 9. Now listen what I am writing over here. If I take the number as 54 children, if I take the number as 54, then the sum of the digits will be 5 plus 4. 5 and 4 are the digits. Answer is 9. If I take it as 45, then also the sum of the digits is 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. So the number can be 54 or 45, but digits remain the same, 5, 4 and 4, 5. Isn't it? Now if it is 54, we write it as 50 plus 4, where because 5 is in the tens place, therefore it becomes 5 into 10. If it is 45, then the number is 40 plus 5 because 4 is in the tens place, so we multiply it by 10. 45 is 40 plus 5. 54 is 50 plus 4. I hope you are understanding what I am saying. So if I take a digit xy, if I am taking the digits as x comma y, the digits be x comma y, then the number can be 10x plus y or it can be 10y plus x, isn't it? But the digits are x and y. X can be 5 and y can be 4. So the number can be 54 or it can be 45. Are you following? Now let us see here what is given. Sum of digits is equal to 9. First it is given sum of digits equal to 9. So we write, let the digits be x and y. Let the digits be x and y. Let the digits be x and y. Then x plus y equal to 9 is given. Okay, sum of the digits is 9. That is the first one given. Now what is the second one? The 9 times, let the number be. Let the number be. I am taking the number as, I told you number can be 10x plus y or it can be 10y plus x. So I am taking the number as 10x plus y. You can take it as 10y plus x also. Anyway you can do it. I am taking the number as 10x plus y. Then number reversed. Number reverse. Reverse means opposite. If you reverse the digit, then we will get 10y plus x. That is, if the number is 54, when we reverse the digits, 4 comes first, the number becomes 45. That is only what I have written here. 10x plus y and 10y plus x. Now what is given? What is given is 9 times the number. See, the second thing is just given. 9 times the number is equal to twice the reversed number. Twice the reversed number. So 9 times the number means 9 into the number we have taken as 10x plus y. 9 times the number is equal to 2 times the reversed number. If you understand this, my children, then the problem is solved. Okay. Now let us multiply. 9 times the given number is equal to 2 times the reversed number we have written here. Now let us open the bracket. We get 90x plus 9y is equal to 20y plus 2x. Now if we take all this to the other side, 2x, if I take to the other side, it becomes minus 2x. 90 minus 2, 88x. And 20y, if I take to the other side, it becomes minus 20y. Plus 9 minus 20, you will get minus 11y equal to, here it is. Both the things I have taken to the left hand side. So what is left here? Nothing is left. So it is 0. Now 88 and 11, you know, it is multiple of 11. So divide throughout by 11. Dividing throughout by 11, what do you get? When you divide throughout by 11, 88 by 11 is 8. 8x minus 11 by 11 is 1. 8x minus 1, y is equal to 0. This will be our second equation. 8x minus y equal to 0. So you got two equations, children. The first equation is x plus y equal to 9, and the second equation is 8x minus y equal to 0. Now we have same equation y here, so we can just add. This is 1 and this is 2. If you simply add 1 plus 2, you will get x plus 8, that is 9x is equal to 9, or you will get x equal to 1. Put it back here, x equal to 1 over here. That is, you will get 1 plus y equal to 9, or you will get as y equal to 8. So the number is 1 comma 8. Sorry, the solution is 1 comma 8. X can be 1 and y can be 8. Now as I told, the number, it can be anything. Number can be 18 or 81. The number can be 1818 or 8181. Anyways, it is going to be correct. Okay, so you have to just write like this. The number can be 18 or 81. So this is all what I wanted to teach you today, children. Watch all these things carefully. Try doing these questions in your notebook on your own. Whenever you get doubt, then you get back to the video and then you watch it and do it. Okay. So all these questions, I want you to do it on your own. If you have any doubts, you can get back to me. And then I have given you one more quiz assignment. Quiz assignment, you'll be doing it today itself and then submitting it to me. Okay. Thank you for today.